Which one?
Kind of put a note right over the signature thing.
I-
Oh, you
I
did.
know.
Oh, it's this way.
I
Okay.
turned it over and signed it, because you gotta flip it over and just sign the back page. And she just put a sticky on it.
Okay, just get going here. 6:30, I call the meeting to order. Chairman's comments, I only have one. The town attorney has filed our response to the Marsh's Supreme Court filing. And who knows what's going to happen next? It could take months for anything else to happen. They're hoping that nobody's even going to have to show up at court, that the Supreme Court will just look at the stuff and say whatever they're going to say. Okay. No, Luke's here. Okay. Anybody got any old business stuff? I don't have anything. All right, no old business. When do you want to do the non-public? You want to do it now or? Oh, okay. All right, we are going to enter non-public. Well, actually, first, let's discuss this. You're jumping the gun a little bit.
No, I'm not.
You're not up for leaning.
I'm not.
Okay,
I have limited to no funds. I've only able to earn so many hours in a day. My current physical condition after my hip last year losing me half a year. I spent, I spent 1 o'clock, so 10 minutes ago, doing a 1-hour job. So.
yeah, but normally, I mean, you haven't been lean. You've got a couple of more years. Elizabeth said there's no lien outstanding.
I got
Just because you go by,
3 years worth of stuff, and I've had the lien on.
Are these different?
I am 2000.
Yeah, let me see those, because here's what we just got. Which shows, and Elizabeth said there's nothing outstanding.
But I have to make a decision what to do with my property because I am in an untenable position. I just sold the only asset I have left for pennies on the dollar, so I can have something to work with. And the other money is supposed to come in from some house in England who owes me for a couple of cars. That's not happening yet, which was gonna take care of the other half of 2 years worth of bad stuff.
Okay, yeah, all right.
this is only interest. See, we haven't leaned anything yet.
Right, so what would
This is
normally
only
happen?
Interest.
Right,
What I had some, I had $5,000, but from left over from the property that you got rid of, liquidated, whatever. And I'm wondering payment on this, if I put $5,000 into this, and then I have to sell my property in 3 years, I'd rather use that $5,000 for other insurance than I have right now.
okay, well, so you can wait until it actually until it goes to tax lien. That's what we normally do. And then at that point, we can forgive interest, we can adjust interest, all that kind of stuff.
And working with my son, I see if there's some point every property, Medicaid,
Yeah,
and I figured that I'd have it the best 5 years, staying 5 years where I might earn, $200-300 a week on top of my social security, which means I can live there, but it's have property taxes, that is half my social security.
mm. Yeah, okay.
So my.
Right, and again-
What do I gotta do, what's happening, where does this all go?
And again, if we're gonna go into non-public, I'm gonna recuse myself from this whole situation.
Yeah, well,
Because I work with Luke on the fire
I
department.
think if we go into non-public, we're going to say what we just did. You're not liened yet. You can put this off for a couple of years. And then when it does get liened, then we do this and we can forgive interest, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, you just, right now, you just accrue an interest.
Yeah.
At 12% or whatever we charge.
It's almost $4 a day or something.
I don't know what it is, but
She had it started.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, we could, go into non-public, we could say, all right, well, although we've already talked about everything, we'll cut the interest down, but we can also do that when it actually goes to lien.
So, at 8 times See my property.
No, no, no,
because
no.
it's free, put it on my property, is this.
No, you will find,
Unless something bad happens to that kid.
yeah, this is, you have not been liened by the town for delinquent taxes.
Or every year, so have a lien fee for 20 some odd extra dollars.
I have,
Because we have to notify you you're behind.
yeah, that's
So
all it is.
that's what that is. So we notify you you're behind. We haven't sent your property to lien.
Right.
So when you get a notice that it is going to lien or going to warrant, then
That's when we take care of it.
we have no choice but to wait until the date, and either it has to be paid in full, or then we take action to take the property.
So if I were to pay the principal of the oldest note, which was 5,000 and change something, what happens with the interest on that principal I'll be paying? That's the old.
One thing we've never done is take away old interest.
Yeah, it's very
We
difficult.
can stop interest, we can give you some kind of, we can figure out what that interest is and abate that interest.
Yeah.
But we can't not do it, and we cannot forgive you for the property tax, because
No, I know.
the board's never
See,
done
I
it.
didn't get told person, any benefits from the state, the federal or anything, because I wanted to just property.
Yeah.
I can't get medicated because I have $4,000 in the bank. That's my parts amount for my end of the month, you know, and so I can't manage, there's no funding anywhere to be only back.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, isn't it?
I can't get, you know, otherwise, legitimately, I could get a payment from the town or being, you know, my health. Right?
We
Yeah,
don't qualify for elderly abatement.
yeah,
Elderly abatement is so minuscule, it's
yeah. It's only
not
like
even fun.
a couple $100. Yeah,
Yeah, but you don't, we only had one person in town that ever
yeah, it's very difficult to
had
qualify
it,
for.
and that was Ruthie Quinn, and.
Dick Canales, I mean, it's a lot of it.
Yeah, it is.
No.
What was I gonna say? Oh, well, you can start, you know, you don't have to pay a full bill. You can pay whatever you feel like every now and then. That, and Elizabeth,
And it goes for
right, it'll go towards, well, you can designate which one, but I assume you.
What you pay is to come to the board, these two guys, and ask them to abate whatever interest is on that $5,000.
Yeah, we cannot set it to zero though.
So
Okay,
what, so I'm ready to go down and pay back taxes. Bar finishing up a card,
okay,
and then I could go down and pay that whole part off.
okay, so we can do that. Do you want us to do it in non-public, or do you want us to just keep going? Okay, we don't have to do it in non-public. It's your
Well,
choice.
the thing with being out here is you're being recorded,
Yeah,
and people can look this up later on. If you go into non-public and there's a decision, all we have to do is come out here and say what the decision was.
right.
We don't have to say who it was about, we don't have to do anything.
It would be prudent to go on.
Okay, we'll do that. Okay, we're gonna go into non-public. Today is the 11th. Members present. Ken, you're
Yes.
present, but
But I'm gonna recuse
you
myself.
recuse yourself. Bill, yes. George, you're here.
Yes.
I move we enter non-public. Is there a second, George?
Second.
All right. The reason for this is, let me figure out which one it is here. RSA 91A32C. Okay, everyone, that's on the listening to the recording. We'll be back. Okay, we are now back in public session. We discussed interest adjustment on some property tax bills. And we voted to adjust the interest on those. Okay. Town of Wilton, now, this is a fun one. We got a letter from the town of Wilton saying that we should go perambulate the borders. And I tried to figure out what the hell that meant. Talked to the municipal association. It's a state law that every 7 years, we're supposed to walk all the borders of the town.
I've done it.
Well, we're
About
past
7 years, 7 or 8 years ago.
due. And
I would be
Wilton,
glad to go with Wilton when they do. that.
yeah, so we're supposed to figure out if, Wilton wants to do it. Municipal association said if Wilton's gonna do it, we need to do it too. But the way most people do it these days is they get a surveyor to do it.
It costs money,
Yeah,
and surveyors don't come cheap.
or you get out there and walk through the woods.
I'd rather, there are not many in the woods. There's one up on top of Packman Avenue.
Okay,
There's one down below your house on Webster Highway,
okay,
on the left-hand side. And what's his name from Wilton? He lives down there, so
oh, yeah,
like, it's just slight walk in the woods. There's one out over on North Road somewhere. There's one down on the Wilton Greenville line going towards,
oh, sorry, now we're unmuted.
Old Wilton Road.
Okay,
I know where that one is.
okay,
I think, New Ipswich relocated that at one time.
well, if we,
By the beaver dam.
yeah, we should have some documentation somewhere of where
Right.
they are. So to recap, since we were muted, Wilton, the town of Wilton wants us to perambulate the town borders. That is a actual law that's been in effect since the dawn of time. It's required every 7 years that we walk the borders of the town. We don't actually have to walk through the woods. We have to find the established markers and verify they're still there. So I will let Wilton know that, yes, we'll
Yes.
cooperate with them. Okay. Library fence painting quote.
So we got a quote from LaSalle for $2,000 to paint the library fence with a solid color white wood luck stain,
Okay,
which I think is a pretty good deal. There's a lot to do there because it's a fence.
yeah,
A lot of time into it. Not sure. I tried to find out today who went and put something on the fence already. I don't know what they used. I don't know what it is.
or who
and-
did it or anything, yeah.
or anything, so.
I mean,
Until we find out, I think we should table this till next meeting.
okay,
All right. I know LaSalle has done all the town hall.
He's done all the town hall and does a really good job.
And he
for
did
us.
my,
Yeah, and he's done a really good job for the town.
yeah, I didn't pay attention. Is it possible that was pre-stained when it came or
No.
it was?
No, it was wood.
Okay,
I don't know who did what to it, but they didn't use a solid color stain, and that was what
and
the
we're not,
library and everybody else was talking about the whole time we were
yep,
talking about making it white.
we're not gonna pay it twice.
So I don't know,
They're open, go run over there and ask.
huh?
They're open.
I know, but there's a kid in there that knows nothing.
Yeah, we gotta talk to,
Matter of fact, I walked in, I
The
stood at the
library.
desk and it took him 10 minutes to realize I was there and get off his phone.
where was this?
The library.
Yeah.
okay, we've got a building application. Cullinan on Kullgren Road for a porch.
Looks like a 3-season porch at this point because it has height.
Yep,
And it's been signed off, I believe, by all that need to be signed off, so I motion to approve said building permit.
yep, I'm looking at, okay, that's, yeah. Looks good to me. I will second. All in favor?
Uh,
Okay, they're approved. Occupancy permit O'Malley on Kullgren.
900 square foot barn. All the signatures are on from Will that is complete. Motion to
Yep.
sign for occupancy permit, which I still think we should just
Do
make these
automatic,
paperwork automatic.
yeah. Right, there's no discussion of these, that they met it, they do it,
No, they made it, it's done,
right.
there's not a whole lot we can do with it.
But I'll second it and all in favor.
Aye.
So we just have to sign it.
And usually the occupancy permit is usually for a bank or for
Yeah.
the resident to prove that it was signed off on.
There you go. Okay, we've got another occupancy permit.
For Sartell, I believe this is an old one,
Oh, is this
April
his?
27th. So it's almost a year old
Yeah,
now,
okay. Well,
over a year old now.
Was this his
But this
fancy
again
cow
is-
shed?
is signed off.
Okay, I move we accept it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Was this his barn thing?
Yeah, what's his bond?
His cow thing? His silly,
Remodel of his bond.
yeah, okay. Sign letter to Secretary of State, repolling hours. This is required for us to change the hours at the
You
poll.
just signed it, you passed it on. Yep, that's your copy.
Yep. So we're all done with that one?
With the
I'm
bond
sorry,
stuff,
what-
yes. We have to
That's-
sign this for the polling hours.
Yeah, so who's got? the-
But I was reading this too, but this also has to go through town meeting?
Yep. So what we basically have to do is, first, we voted to say we're gonna do it. Now we have to tell the Secretary of State we're
gonna
going
do
to do it. And then we have to vote in town meeting to actually do it.
Well, it's going on the,
Warrant
it's
article.
going on the ballot.
Yeah, it's a warrant, it's a ballot article.
It's going on in the November.
Yep. So who's got the original?
I got it right here.
Okay,
So did we make a motion to sign it?
no, I
Make
wrote
that
this, so.
motion.
I move we sign the letter to the Secretary of State
I
to adjust
just
our.
did that.
I'll second it. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, approve PA 28 inventory of taxable property.
Stuff like this, it's been on the agenda in the past, but can it just be paperwork in the future?
Yeah, I mean, this is something that
Yeah.
it's automatic. We have to do it. And we also have to approve PA 16, so we don't have to vote on it, just sign it. We don't have a choice of not signing it without getting in trouble.
PA 28 and PA 16.
Yeah. That both of them? We still got one.
No, that was just one. The other one coming?
Just sign that, George, on the front page there.
I just wonder if everybody had voted on this.
And he said we don't have to vote on this, just
No.
paperwork.
Yeah,
It's just paperwork.
don't see that anybody even paying attention.
You want to do other
Nobody on
business,
there?
other business before
Yeah. Okay, we got a Concordia LUCT abatement. Nicole talked to me about this. Apparently, for some reason, they got a LUCT change on the wrong piece of property. Not the one that they actually took out of current use.
So I'll motion to sign these, abatements.
Okay. I'll second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
And then there's another one, number 3, which is for the property tax, once it was corrected.
Yeah. All right, got another occupancy permit. Fisk.
And I'm gonna recuse myself from signing this.
Yeah, okay, so we told him he had to get it signed off by Will.
Is he met all the ZBA things?
That's what somebody was supposed to inspect it, and it was supposed to be Will, as far as I know.
He said the wood is gone, all that's done. He said the trees have been planted. He didn't go inside. I don't know if he needed to go inside, but everything on the outside looks great. Everything has been looking great. That's,
Yeah, I looked at the outside when I went by, so it looks like he's done.
I
He
did-
has,
I did leave on here contingencies that all state and local approvals and inspections are completed and all ZBA requirements have been met.
that's fine.
So I just leave that on
Yeah,
there.
that's fine. Because he's still in the process of moving out of the old place too.
Which is part of his requirements from the
Right.
ZBA.
So we'll give him his occupancy permit contingent on all this other stuff.
I signed it.
So do you guys need to make a motion to sign that? Should be just paperwork.
It's
I don't know
paperwork,
why we
and-
keep doing it.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that anymore. Planning board use of town credit card. Okay, planning board can't figure out how to pay for something they want to pay for. The place only takes credit cards. So they want to use the town credit card, which is, I don't have a problem with that, except we'll have to remember that that money gets charged against them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that gonna
I
be,
was on the select board when we voted to have a town credit card.
Yeah.
It just made it simpler.
Yeah.
So would you set a precedent that any committee that wants to use the card for stuff?
Well, that was the general idea
Okay.
originally, because
I mean, I know I use it when Gail wants to order lights for the holiday,
Right.
one-time thing. It's just, this isn't once a year annual thing, so it's gonna
Yeah,
come
we'll have
up
to
every
have to
year.
remember this one.
Remember what it is and who to go after for the account number and.
Yeah.
is there any way they can make a memo in the billing so that when we get the invoice, it says on there?
Have a standard memo and leave it in that credit card file, and
Yeah,
if it's this year, it might be a little different because they only have a certain amount budgeted, so it's gonna be split between two. But I imagine we add it to their budget next year and it should just be one account number,
Okay.
I would think. So I'll talk to Kathy and Jolie about that.
Okay, so that's fine. We don't really need to vote on it because that was the policy anyway. Any other business?
yes, the Red Knights would like to use the hall,
Yes.
and again, you've waived fees for us for meetings. And I guess this is the question was it a meeting or was it meetings? And now we're asking just for a September 21st for an event for 25 people here in the big hall for our 20th anniversary.
Okay, I will move that we waive the fee for the upcoming meeting and all other meetings until further notice. Want to second that, George, or not?
Repeat that.
What?
What do you want to do now?
Let them have
Oh,
meetings here
Yes,
as, until we say they can't, so they have to vote on it every time. So
okay.
you seconding that?
Second.
Yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
Again.
Recuse.
Okay, so you're all set on that. Any other business?
How about the Concordia?
Oh, I kind of stuck that in with the other one, so you can go ahead and, you already signed
This
it.
is all done.
Yeah,
Oh, well, this.
Yeah,
there-
I-
That's not. good.
it was kind of 1 and 3, so I kind of mentioned it and gave it both to you.
Oh,
So,
see,
you signed it. I think it's in there.
I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm not positive.
has everybody approved the minutes?
Yep.
It's all been approved?
No, we're gonna do it now. I move we approve the minutes from when the minutes were, which were May 28th, 2024. Are there any comments?
The only thing I wish to add to, under new business benefits occupancy permit is that I recuse myself.
Yep. Okay.
Say that again.
You got anything, George?
I have nothing.
I'm sorry, what was the change?
That I recuse myself?
On the next steps for benefits occupancy permit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just at the end, Case recused himself.
Okay.
I move we approve the minutes as amended.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anything else? Are we done?
Any, we don't have any police boards for a couple months.
Nope.
You have anything, George?
The only comment I'd make is that I was appointed to be on the research committee for the new superintendent. But they're not gonna do it till maybe December. That's what I read in the paper, so I guess I don't have to worry about it.
Guess not.
I wasn't losing sleep anyway.
All righty. If there's nothing else, I move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned. Good night, anyone that bothers to watch the recording.